Yes. Let us continue with the numericals. Just read the question. I hope you can see the screen. Okay. So see here, just read this seventh question now. Okay, 7 number का question read करो फटाफट. See what does it tells us? A long solenoid consists of 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 turns per meter and has an area of cross section that is 25 centimeter square. A coil C, which consists of 150 turns, is wound tightly around the center of the solenoid. Then calculate the current. Okay, calculate for the current. Calculate for the current of 3 ampere in the solenoid, the magnetic flux density at the center of solenoid, flux linkage in the coil C, and average EMF induced in the coil C if the current in the solenoid is reversed in direction in a time of 0.5 seconds. Okay, that's the question. See, we'll try to draw the diagram and try to understand the question. See, a long solenoid consisting of 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 number of turns per meter. That means, suppose this is the solenoid. Okay, this is the solenoid, and its number of turns per unit length is actually given to be 1500. Okay, 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 matlab kya? 1500, and that is given in turns per meter. That means it is confirmed that it is small n. Okay, and its area of cross section is also given, that is 25 centimeter square. But don't forget here to convert this into meter square by multiplying it by 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Correct hai? And okay, now a coil C consisting of 150 turns. अच्छा, अभी मुझे बताओ, ये जो है सोलोनाइड है, सोलोनाइड के 1500 टर्न्स पर मीटर दिया हुआ है. यस, एंड कॉइल के बारे में बोला है, इट्स अ कॉइल सी कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ 150 टर्न्स इज वाउंड टाइटली अराउंड द सेंटर ऑफ द सोलोनाइड. अभी इसमें मुझे बताओ, कॉइल में और सोलोनाइड में फर्क क्या है? देखो, कॉइल जब हम बात करते हैं तो कॉइल का मतलब ये होता है कि इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ सिंगल कॉइल like this. It may have large number of turns, but these turns are not distributed along the length. Okay, that's why it's called as a coil. Remember, when we talk about the coil, then the coil will be having a single center. So center of all turns will be common, but this does not happen in case of the solenoid. In case of solenoid, every turn has different center, and the centers of all these turns lies in a line, and that's why it's called as solenoid, and that's why it is different from a coil. Okay, तो यहाँ पे अगर हमको coil दिखाना है तो इस तरह से हम दिखा सकते हैं. Suppose we draw it by this red color here. Okay, ये हो गया हमारा 150 टर्न्स का coil. Okay, तो coil के जो number of turns है तो वो उसको हम डिनोट करेंगे चाहिए तो N2. Okay, कैपिटल N2, क्योंकि N1 इज रिजर्व फॉर दिस सोलोनॉइड. कैपिटल N1 का मतलब क्या होगा यहाँ पे? N1 will be the number of turns in the solenoid, which is actually not given because length of the solenoid is not known, right? So N2 is actually going to be 150. That is the number of turns, total number of turns in the coil. Okay, and calculate for a current of 3 ampere in the solenoid. Okay, that means अब देखो यहाँ पे इस सोलोनॉइड के अंदर जो है वो 3 एम्पियर का करंट फ्लो हो रहा है. यस, सो करंट ऑफ 3 एम्पियर इज गोइंग टू फ्लोइंग इन द सोलोनॉइड. सो उस केस में फिर अच्छा, इसको एनसी बोला है ना उन्होंने, ठीक है, तो एनसी बोल देंगे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. ठीक है, तो वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स डेंसिटी एट द सेंटर ऑफ सोलोनॉइड. हैव लुक एट दैट, एंड इवन फ्लक्स लिंकेज ऑफ कॉइल सी, and also we want to find out the average EMF induced in the coil. Yes, if the current is reversed. Okay, so see here, first of all we will try to find out the magnetic flux density अब देखो मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स डेंसिटी मतलब ही बी, ओके, मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन, and it is given by the formula mu naught into n into I, right? And here mu naught is going to be 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7, as we know already. N stands for the number of turns per unit length, that is 1500, which is already given there. And the current of 3 ampere is given to be flowing, right? So here we can just consider 4 into 15. How much it becomes here is 60, and 60 multiplied by 3 comes out to be 180. और ऊपर दो जीरोस जो है वो वैसे ही रहेंगे, ओके। तो इससे हमको क्या मिलेगा, 180 के ऊपर दो जीरोस, मतलब वो 18,000 हो गया, and that is to be multiplied with pi, that is 3.14, and also multiplied with 10 raised to minus 7 as it is, so that we can just work this out how much it comes out to be. See, so first of all this 10 raised to minus 7 में से ये 1 2 3 4 डिजिट पॉइंट पीछे शिफ्ट कर दो तो वहां पे 10 raised to minus 3 बचा रहेगा, and we'll get this 1.8 into 3.14, and that is to be multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3 here. And if we just multiply this together, then we can be able to get this as 5.66 into 10 raised to minus 3 Tesla. We can check, okay. And at the same time flux linkage in the coil C, तो C कॉइल के साथ फ्लक्स कितना लिंक्ड है, तो वो कैसे निकालेंगे? तो देखो फ्लक्स लिंक्ड phi will actually be given by number of turns into the flux linked with one turn, okay. तो अब देखो कॉइल का नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स कितने हैं, NC है, तो NC will have to multiply by the flux linked with one turn. And what is the flux linked with one turn? तो एक टर्न का मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एरिया ऑफ दैट टर्न। एरिया कितना है उस टर्न का, वो तो 25 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर जो है वो सोलनॉइड का एरिया लिख रखा है, उसका एक्चुअली कुछ यूज नहीं है, बट सिंस इट इज said that the coil is tightly wound, okay, underline the word tightly wound around the center of the coil. What does it mean is ये जो कॉइल है उसका रेडियस और इस सोलनॉइड का रेडियस ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही रहने वाला है, सो एरिया इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम. So we can take the area of solenoid itself as the area of coil, just because coil is tightly wound with the solenoid. So ये हो गया हमारा फॉर्मूला. अभी इसके अंदर अगर हम यूज करेंगे यहाँ पे NC मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे, that is the number of turns which is going to be 150 multiplied with B, which is obtained to be here 5 दिख रहा है ना, 5.66 into 10 raised to minus 3, and that is multiplied with area of the coil, which is actually 25 into 10 raised to minus 4, okay. So if we just work this out, then we'll be able to get the flux linkage, no doubt. Just have this multiplied, कितना आता है देखो, चेक करो एक बार ठीक से, तो ये 15 into 25 कितना बन रहा है, 3750, right, into 5.66 and multiplied with 10 raised to minus 7, okay. Just work this out and see how much it comes out to be. Three 3750 okay, here we can see 3750, and that is to be multiplied with 5.66. yes, it comes out to be 21225, okay, 21225, okay. So this will be actually 21225, and that is multiplied with 10 raised to minus 7. But if we want to express it in terms of 10 raised to minus 7 minus 3 only, then we can just shift this point 4 digits at right side, so as to get this 2.1225 into 10 raised to minus 3 Weber, okay. This is actually going to be the final answer, which is already there. And this third thing is that the average EMF induced in the coil, if the current in the solenoid is reversed in direction in a time of 0.5 seconds. So इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या होता है, देखो इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ इज गिवन बाय द फॉर्मूला। अभी यहाँ पे क्या है ना कि करंट सोलेनोइड में फ्लो हो रहा है और जो इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ जो है वो कॉइल के अंदर का पूछा है, बराबर है ना। कॉइल के अंदर इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ पैदा होगा क्योंकि सोलेनोइड के अंदर का करंट चेंज होगा। अभी होगा क्या एक्चुअली कि सोलेनोइड के अंदर का जब करंट चेंज होगा तो उसके साथ लिंक्ड मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज होगा, एंड व्हेन दिस मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स विल चेंज, because of that magnetic flux, some part of that magnetic flux will be linked with this solenoid here, coil here, and because of that the magnetic flux or the induced EMF will be produced in the secondary coil. So we'll have to use this d phi by dt. ओके, ये फॉर्मूला हमको यूज करना है, नो डाउट। लेकिन यहाँ पे फाई के बदले क्या रखना है, फाई, फाई मतलब फ्लक्स लिंक्ड विद द कॉइल which is already we have obtained there, that is nc into ba, करेक्ट है। तो ये हम वहां पे डाल देंगे, तो जो हमको मिलेगा यहाँ पे d by dt of, here it is going to be nc into b into a, no doubt. But what is the basic thing to be changing here? Current is getting reversed. So ये और करंट जो है वो इस b के फॉर्मूला में इंक्लूडेड है, ये देखो इधर म्यू नॉट एन आई, करेक्ट है ना। तो इसलिए फिर यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, देखो E is equal to NC constant out, A is also constant out, and d by dt of B, where B is nothing but mu naught n I, correct है। even इसमें भी mu naught and n is going to be a constant, so that also can be taken out. So induced EMF becomes actually NC into A into mu naught into n as it is, and here it will be di by dt, correct है, di by dt. Okay, so now we can just be able to get that E is equal to, here nc as it is, A kept as it is, mu naught into n into, now if we just think about this di by dt, then dt is already given to be 0.5 seconds. If you want, you can just once again see the question. देखो ठीक से, so this is the question. It is given that the average EMF, we want to find out the average EMF induced in the coil. See, if current is in the coil solenoid is reversed in a direction in a time 0.5 seconds. Okay, तो मतलब 0.5 इतने सेकेंड्स में, इतने टाइम में ये कॉइल के अंदर का जो सोलेनोइड के अंदर का जो करंट है वो रिवर्स हो गया। अभी रिवर्स होने का मतलब क्या है, तो उसका चेंज कैसे निकालेंगे। देखो इनिशियल करंट इज गोइंग टू बी आई, करेक्ट है, दिस इज द इनिशियल करंट, इट चेंजेस इन डायरेक्शन एंड गेट्स रिवर्स्ड, दैट मींस इट बिकम्स माइनस आई, करेक्ट है। सो आई बिकम्स माइनस आई, सो व्हाट इज द चेंज देन, डी आई कैसे निकालेंगे, डी आई मतलब डिफरेंस इन आई, द चेंज इन करंट विल बी एक्चुअली द फाइनल करंट माइनस इनिशियल करंट, which is actually going to be minus I, करेक्ट है। सो माइनस आई क्या बनता है, -2i बनता है, मतलब यहाँ पे चेंज इन करंट कितना आने वाला है, 2 टाइम्स ऑफ माइनस ऑफ 2 टाइम्स ऑफ i, इतना आने वाला है, करेक्ट है। एंड इफ वी जस्ट पुट इट हियर, देन वी कैन जस्ट बी एबल टू गेट दिस di to be replaced by -2i, and that is to be divided by this time, which is given to be 0.5 seconds here, correct है, this is 0.5 seconds. Okay, and then we'll just take this 0.5 seconds in the numerator, and don't worry about this minus sign actually, because already induced EMF के फॉर्मूला में ही माइनस साइन होता है, फैराडेज लॉ को अगर याद करो तो E is actually equal to minus of d phi by dt, correct है। So if we just recall that, then this minus sign will just get carry forward up to the last step, and this minus sign will actually cancel this minus sign here and will become positive, and hence the induced EMF finally can be found out to be equal to, अभी देखो बाकी सब तो चलो सिंबल्स है, लेकिन ये 2 और 0.5 ये दोनों तो नंबर्स है ना, इन दोनों को तो हम डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, दिस 0.5 गोज अप एंड बिकम्स 4, सॉरी मतलब 2, and 2 into 2 becomes 4, so we can just keep this 4 as a coefficient, and बाकी सब जो है वो एज इट इज हमको लिखना पड़ेगा। तो यहाँ पे हमको मिलेगा nc into a into mu naught into n into I, करेक्ट है। But as we can see here, this mu naught into n into I is actually we have found it out as B, correct है। So इसको हम B से replace कर सकते हैं आराम से, no doubt। And at the same time, this NC into A, हाँ, तो ये NC into A kept as it is, and this 4 will be just kept as it is here, and this NC into A into B is already found out there. If you just check, it is going to be 5. So we can just say that this induced EMF E will actually be 4 times of that 5. समझा कैसे? So and 5 का वैल्यू हमको ऑलरेडी मिला हुआ है, तो इसको सिर्फ 4 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो तो वो हमको डायरेक्टली इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ मिल जाएगा. सो व्हाट इज दिस 4 टाइम्स ऑफ दिस 2.1225 into 10 raised to minus 3. So it will become actually equal to, yes, 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो देखो 25 4 जा 100, so it becomes 2 zeros here, and 12 4 जा 48 plus 1 49, and 8 as it is, correct है, and that is to be multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3, and that is going to be in volt, so we can call it as millivolt. So the answer is going to be 8.48 or 8.49 into 10 raised to minus 3 volt. Yes, okay, just take the screenshot of this if you want, or just ask that out if you didn't understand anything. कोई भी स्टेप अगर नहीं समझा है तो पूछो. ये डी के बदले 2i कैसे आया, समझा क्या सबको? बट सी उससे भी आगे जाके ये हम समझ सकते हैं आराम से कि देखो फाई जो है, फाई इज द फ्लक्स लिंकेज when current I was flowing through this solenoid initially, okay, but when the current gets reversed, what happens is this flux linkage also gets reversed, and hence if we just consider E is equal to minus of d phi by dt, then initial flux passing through this coil is going to be phi, and it changes to minus phi just because the current gets reversed in direction. So flux passing through this coil will also get reversed in direction. Flux भी opposite हो जाएगा. तो flux का opposite होने का मतलब क्या है? Initial flux was phi, so final flux is going to be minus of phi. Okay. So in this case here we can just get this d phi replaced by minus of 2 phi, because this d phi means the change in flux which has to be equal to minus phi minus phi. Correct है? Final flux minus initial flux, which happens to be 2 times of phi. It's minus of 2 times of phi. If we just replace it here, then induced EMF comes out to be minus of minus 2 phi upon time dt, which is going to be 0.5, and hence induced EMF once again can be found out to be equal to 4 times of phi, which we already obtained it here. देखो यहाँ पे 4 times of phi मिला था कि ना हमको इधर, तो सेम वही आपको यहाँ पे भी मिल रहा है. So basically the thing to understand here is that whenever the current gets reversed, what happens is flux also just gets reversed in direction, and when the flux gets reversed in direction, the change in flux has to be double of the original flux passing through it. Okay, so ये simply एक तरह से velocity के जैसा ही है. देखो क्या होता है, वेलोसिटी जब हम बोलते हैं कि एक सपोज वेलोसिटी एक डायरेक्शन में है, एक बॉल एक पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है, तो उसका वेलोसिटी सपोज 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड है, और अगर मान लो वो रिबाउंड हो गया, तो जैसे ही वो रिबाउंड होता है तो उसका वेलोसिटी नेगेटिव बनता है, तो उसको हम बोल सकते हैं -20 हो गया. अभी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी 20 था, फाइनल वेलोसिटी -20 है, तो चेंज इन वेलोसिटी कितना होगा? फाइनल वेलोसिटी माइनस इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, मतलब -20 माइनस 20, which is going to be -40, which has to be the double of the original value here, and that's the same thing happens here. Okay, so E equal to minus d phi by dt, but d phi is going to be double of phi because the phi has just changed in the direction, not in magnitude. Magnitude उसका उतना ही है, but सिर्फ वो डायरेक्शन में ऑपोजिट हो गया, इसलिए वहां पे उसका जो चेंज है वो डबल हो जाएगा. लेकिन टाइम भी तो हाफ है, टाइम 0.5 है कि नहीं, तो इसलिए वो 0.5 ऊपर जाके उस डबल को भी डबल कर देता है, मतलब 4 टाइम्स कर देता है, और उसकी वजह से हमको ये 4 टाइम्स 5 ये मिलता है एज ए इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ. ओके, गेटिंग ऑल दिस थिंग्स और एनी डाउट? नो डाउट. चलो ठीक है. So next one, let's see the next question. Yes, just read this question carefully. Eighth one. Okay, a search coil having the 200 turns with the area 1.5 centimeter square is placed in a magnetic field of 0.060 Tesla. The coil is moved rapidly out of the field in a time 0.2 seconds. Then calculate the induced EMF across the coil. Okay, suppose this is the magnetic field. Okay, and this is the coil. Yes, of 200 turns and area 1.5 centimeter square and placed in a magnetic field of induction 0.6 Tesla. And this coil is just moved rapidly out of the magnetic field. मतलब क्या, ये coil अगर यहाँ पे आ गया, ठीक है, तो जैसे ही वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में से बाहर चला जाएगा तो उसके अंदर मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स नहीं पास होगा ना, तो उस केस में उसमें से कोई मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स पास नहीं हो रहा होगा. तो उसकी वजह से हम बोल सकते हैं कि जितना फ्लक्स पास हो रहा होगा इनिशियली वही तो चेंज इन फ्लक्स है, क्योंकि व्हाट इज द इनिशियल फ्लक्स इन दिस कॉइल हियर. Initial flux passing through the coil will be phi, suppose, but what is the final flux passing through this coil? We can consider to be 0 because it is going out of the magnetic field. अगर वो magnetic field में से ही बाहर चला गया तो उसमें से कोई फ्लक्स तो पास नहीं होगा, इसलिए उसमें से फ्लक्स पासिंग 0 होगा फाइनली. बट इनिशियली जो था वो तो फाई है. सो फिर अभी चेंज इन फ्लक्स कितना होगा? हाउ कैन वी फाइंड आउट द चेंज इन फ्लक्स? इन दिस केस will be 0 minus phi, which is actually going to be minus phi. Okay, जो initially flux pass हो रहा था वही यहाँ पे change in flux बनता है. That means we can just replace d phi by minus phi simply. And if we just use it in the Faraday's law, then we can get this as E happens to be actually minus of d phi by dt, where d phi is to be replaced by minus phi and time dt can be replaced by t, so that we can just get this phi upon t as the final answer. But phi means the initial flux passing through the coil, which has to be found out by the simple formula number of turns in the coil into flux passing through one turn, which is b into a, that is then to be divided by time t. And it is already given there, the search coil having 2000 turns, मतलब number of turns कितना हो गया 2000. मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन दिया हुआ है 0.6 और एरिया ऑफ द कॉइल इज ऑलरेडी गिवन 1.5, बट इट इज इन सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर, सो वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मीटर स्क्वायर by multiplying it by 10 raised to minus 4, and that is to be divided by the time, which is given to be 0.2 seconds. Okay, and now if we just reduce this 0.2 and 0.6 ones are and threes are, and this 3 multiplied by 2 into 1.5, 1.5 into 2 कितना बनता है 3, and that 3 multiplied by 3 comes out to be 9, and ये 3 zeros ये 10 raised to minus 4 के साथ कैंसिल होकर 10 raised to minus 1 बचेगा सिर्फ, मतलब ही 0.9 बनेगा, and that is going to be in volt, which is going to be the final answer here. Yes, okay, so we have calculated the induced EMF produced in the coil to be simply 9 volt like this. Okay, just get to the next question. See, an aircraft, ninth question. Okay, an aircraft of wingspan of 50 meter flies horizontally in Earth's magnetic field of 6 into 10 raised to minus 5 Tesla at a speed of 400 meters per second. Calculate the EMF generated between the tips of the wings of aircraft. Okay, so this is a simple situation of rod which is moving in a magnetic field. Do you remember? We already considered the situation and derived the formula for that situation, in which a rod of length L okay, suppose there is a rod of length L and it moves in a magnetic field of induction B with a velocity V. Then the induced EMF in it is given by the formula BLV. Already we have proved it. So if we use it here, then we get this induced EMF to be simply equal to magnetic induction, which is 6 into 10 raised to minus 5, multiplied by length of this rod, which is given to be 50 meter, and the velocity of the plane is already given to be 400 meter per second. So if we just multiply this together, 6 into 50 becomes 300, and 300 multiplied by 400 comes out to be 12 के ऊपर 4 zeros, और यहाँ पे 10 raised to minus 5 kept as it is, which will bring the decimal point 5 digits at the left, and it will come out to be 1.2 volt. So simply, okay, so this is going to be the final answer, that is 1.2 volt, no doubt. Yes, let us see the next question. 10th one. A stiff semicircular wire of radius r is rotated in a uniform magnetic field B about an axis passing through its ends. If the frequency of rotation of wire is f, then calculate the amplitude of alternating EMF induced in the wire. ओके तो देखो मतलब ऐसा है कि ये इंड्यूस्ड, ये सपोज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है और उसके अंदर ये ऐसा कॉइल है सेमी सर्कुलर, ओके, सेमी सर्कुलर वायर ये है, एंड rotated in a uniform magnetic field B about an axis passing through its ends. Okay, मतलब जो एक्सिस है वो ये रहने वाला है, इस एक्सिस के अबाउट इसको हमने रोटेट किया, ऐसे उसको रोटेट किया, ठीक है. Okay, so in this case the total induced EMF we have to find out. Okay, so induced EMF produced in this coil will actually be given by the similar formula, that is d phi by dt, no doubt, where d phi stands for the change in flux, which has to be B into A, where B stands for magnetic induction and A is the area. B is already constant, can be taken out, and dA by dt is to be found out, right? So di by dt कैसे मिलेगा हमको, एक पूरा जब चक्कर वो कॉइल काट लेता है तो कितना एरिया वो कवर करता है, चेक करो एक बार ठीक से. So it will be in the same way, ऐसा उसको दिखा सकते हो. सपोज ये ऐसा है मैग्नेटिक फील्ड और कॉइल जो है वो ऐसा ही है, मतलब it is just a half of coil, semicircular coil, and it is just rotating about this axis in this way. So in that case we can just draw the area vector to the coil, and that area vector will make different angles when this coil will rotate. So and accordingly the same derivation we have to do, ठीक है, जो हमने ऑलरेडी रेगुलर में किया है. ट्राई करो तुम खुद से, अगर नहीं होता है तो मैं नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में वो समझा देता हूँ. बट वी हैव फिनिश्ड विद द न्यूमेरिकल्स दिस चैप्टर, only 1 or 2 numericals are left, you can do it at home, and then we'll just start with the next topic in the next lecture, that is AC currents.